this video, I'm going to quickly put together a hard sauce for a bread and butter pudding that I've done in another video. And hard sauce, despite what it's called, it's really just a compound butter that is sweet instead of a savory herb type of butter. And in the cookbook, before I even say this funny thing, I always thought it meant hard sauce because of the alcohol in it. But it's actually because the butter, when it's cold, it becomes firm. And then when you put it on your warm dessert, it turns into a sauce. Alright, so for this recipe, I'm using 1/3 of a cup. So that's 6 tablespoons of butter that I have had out softening. And the book does not use alcohol in it, which to me is a little odd. This is typically called something like rum butter in England. And I was thinking how creative you can get with the flavors. Think of something like Grand Marnier, where you have this wonderful orange flavor to it. Crown Royal makes a delicious maple flavor. I think that would be delicious because not just using this as a sauce, but think about using it as a spread for your fall quick bread. Something like a pumpkin bread would be delicious with a orange or vanilla spiked butter. The maple, that would be delicious on a lot of things. Think about like a cranberry orange walnut bread with a vanilla spiked butter, or the Grand Marnier spiked butter. Alright, in here to the 1/3 cup of softened butter is 1 cup of confectioner sugar. And I'm going to add a little bit at a time, and I'm going to mix this by hand instead of using one of my nifty little gadgets because it's such a small amount, and this will get stuck in the blades of a whisk or an immersion blender. And then pulling it out with the warmth of my finger will change the consistency. So, butter can be a little funny. I'm just going to mix a little at a time. So in the book, she uses vanilla extract and lemon extract. And something like this, since it's just 3 ingredients, I think the ingredients seem to be a really good quality. So if you do opt to use a vanilla extract, I don't want to tell anyone how to spend their money, but I would use real vanilla and not an imitation vanilla extract. Or use lemon zest instead of lemon extract to get a more pure flavor. Using lemon juice is going to change the consistency too much. Just mixing it a little. Actually, I'll use this one, a little nifty mini spatula. So at this point, I'm going to add in my vanilla Jim Beam, and you can use plain rum, plain whiskey, plain bourbon, whatever you like. Just a little at a time. I'm going to keep my eye on the consistency. That was about 2 teaspoons. So if you're making this and you're going to have children at your, however you're serving it, or you want to make 2 batches, certainly do the one without alcohol, unless you don't mind them having a tiniest amount. Okay, it's already changed just a bit. Alright, so I'm going to add in more sugar. So I'm doing the sugar, I would say, in 4 parts. So, powdered sugar can really make a mess. Left to its own devices, you have to control it a little bit to avoid that. And I'm not sifting it, it's not going to matter how much mixing this will get. A bit more, and I'm going to add some more of the vanilla Jim Beam. Another 2 teaspoons. have any lumps. There's one. It should break right up from the liquid in here. Right, so now it's smooth. Let's check the taste. Very tasty. Could use a little more. That's not much or it won't set. So another teaspoon. Right, that's good. So I'm going to put this in another container. And put it in the fridge. This is a smaller container. Oops, do I have some man overboard? Yep. Let's just wipe this down. My lid on it, and then I will pull it out when I'm serving my bread pudding later.